Certainly looks nice, but is it going to be bright enough? Welcome, my friends. I'm Brian, and this is my YouTube channel. Thanks for stopping in. Make sure you hit that subscribe channel so you can see some of my future content, and make sure you take a look at some of the other content I posted in the back. A lot of good stuff as far as cycling. A little while back, the folks at Ravemen sent me the FR300 daytime running light for cycling. It's a cool little light. Weighs about 75 grams and has 6 different settings, whether it's a bright light, medium, or low light, and then flashing of different durations. So you can be seen during the day while you're riding your bike. Pretty cool little feature that it can mount to your cycling computer via the Garmin quarter turn mount. They also have different quarter turn mounts for other cycling computers, and your cycling computer would then connect to the very top of the computer, so you always have a daytime running light and always have your cycling computer, and you're not taking up more real estate on your handlebars. Handlebars are only so big and only so much room, and you don't want to jam a bunch of stuff on it and extra weight. So that's a pretty cool little feature. We're going to get this tested out, see how bright it is, see if it's actually going to work as far as I'm concerned for a daytime running light. Going to do a couple different rides up and down the road and show you the different settings, and we'll see what we think at the end. So you have the Ravemen FR300, and that's got the Garmin quarter turn mount already connected to it. It does come with an additional connector, but this quarter turn will connect to your computer mount. It has a safety lanyard, not a bad idea to connect that just in case something goes weird. And then from there, you would connect your Garmin quarter turn to that, and that's connected. It's a pretty strong connection. That's not going to go anywhere. It also brings my computer up just a little bit higher so I can see it a little bit better. You get older, things don't come as clear as they used to, so for me, that's not a bad thing. We're going to go out and ride it, and then we'll talk about what we think at the end. All right, we're out testing the Ravemen light. It's 300 lumens, and right now, as I approach where I have a camera set up, it's about a half mile away as I round this corner. Right now, we'll have the Ravemen set on just the brightest setting, brightest constant setting, where it's not flashing or anything of that nature, and see what it looks like. So right now we're set on the brightest setting, and up ahead you should be able to see where I've got the camera set up. It's about a half mile. Now, as we'll get closer, we'll see what it looks like and see how well you can see it. Right now you're seeing the remnants of about 4 feet of snow that we got up here in central New York about 3 to 4 weeks or so ago, 3 weeks or so ago. We call this false spring, which means that the snow's melted. Looks like spring might be here, but within the next day or two, we could probably get another foot of snow and it wouldn't surprise anybody. So right now, probably 0.2 of a mile or so from the car and where the camera's set up. Again, this is the brightest setting on the Ravemen light. It'll be interesting to see when I get back and look at the video footage, just how far back you can see the lighting. And now we're on a pass where the Ravemen light is on the fast flash. We'll see what this looks like. We're about 0.4 of a mile, a little bit under a half mile or so. Again, this is the Ravemen light on the fast flash. Pretty close to the camera setup, which we're about maybe 0.1 of a mile back a little bit. One final pass with the Ravemen light. This would be the slow flash function. Again, about 0.4 of a mile from the car in the camera setup. Approaching the car now, about 0.1 of a mile or less. And this is the slow flash that we were looking at. All right, folks, I just got done riding, got a chance to take a look at the video. And as far as I'm concerned, looking at the video, I think drivers would be able to see this light from a good enough distance that it would offer a safety advantage. So I would rate this as a good daytime running light. This is not a nighttime running light or nighttime riding light. This is not something that I would use while I was out riding the trails. I would use something much brighter. I don't ever ride on the road. But the situation is, if I have this attached to my bike and I ride during the day, if I get stuck maybe a little bit darker than I anticipated when the fall seasons come around, or it's spring and a little bit later than you anticipated, you've got this on your bike. You could turn it on, or if it's not already on, you would have some sort of lighting and some sort of safety from that light flashing or bright, steady. Again, good daytime running light. I think it works out well for that. I'm going to put some links down below. If you like, go ahead and use those. If not, no worries. Other than that, I want you to know it's about time you get out and ride your bike. See ya.